Before we learned how to speak, we learned silence. But before we had beliefs, we had blueprints. And for many of us, the first fracture began at home. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another special episode of the Mountains of Influence podcast for the book, Finding the Equilibrium.
You've met the coach, the strategist, the voice in the boardroom, the fashion entrepreneur. But have you met Abimbola, the writer, the author who bled between the lines? I didn't start writing because I had answers. I started because I had wounds that needed words, questions no one dared to ask, struggles no one talks about. My pen became a protest, a prayer, a prophecy. This book is more than pages. It's a mirror for the misunderstood, a map for the misfit, a movement for the world changer. This is not just a book. It's a burden. And it's time. The world matter. So, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Abimbola Victoria Olinde, author of Finding the Equilibrium.
And on this series of episodes, we'll be having conversations across the mountains of influence. And this is the first mountain that we are diving into, the mountain of family. Yes, like we discussed in the introduction to this series, we will be discussing the mountain of family on this episode, this second episode. I am Abimbola Victoria Olide, and this is not just another podcast series. Today, we begin a journey, and it's going to be epic. The family is one of the deepest mountains there is, because that is where we are all hewn from. That is where we all come from. That is where our beliefs are from. That is where a lot of people are silenced. That's where a lot of people get their voice. That is where a lot of people get their blueprints. Remember, this series are a prophetic portal, a clarion call, an unveiling of the ache within. And you are the reformer, not here by accident, but intentionally placed here for such a time as this by God Almighty. So grab your seats, grab your popcorn, like this video, comment, subscribe, and share the link with your family and friends, because you're going to be eating good from this series of discussion. Let's dive right in. The family system and the fracture. What do we have to say about that? Well, you and I know that the family is the first system we all encounter. Your mommy, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your cousins, everything in between, your grandma, your grandpa, that is the first system that you encounter. Long before you step into school, long before you step into church, long before you step into the neighborhood, long before you have a career, we are shaped by what was spoken or unspoken in the home. Some of us were raised in homes that, looked like the perfect picture, looked like the perfect family, looked all, looked joyful on the outside. But only you knew what was going on behind closed doors. Because underneath, there were fractures you couldn't name, I couldn't name. A father present in body, but absent in soul. A mother burdened by survival, unable to nurture. These are the sad realities happening on the mountain of family. Homes filled with rules, but starved of affirmation. Food in the fridge, but famine in the spirit. Food on the table, but famine in the soul. Quite a sad reality, isn't it? And it is a vicious cycle. And we keep passing this on from generation to generation. The home was meant to be the first altar of identity. But instead, for many, it became the first altar of amnesia. We just want to forget where we came from. We just want to forget because it is too painful. In my own story, there were words I longed to hear and roles I was forced to play too soon. This unique ache often starts with trauma that screams, but with truth that's never spoken. Each family has their own. And yet, even in the silence, guess what? Heaven is watching. God is watching, because He places the solitary in families. Family is God's idea. Don't let the enemy tell you otherwise. Don't let them turn into something else. So now, how do we reparent and get into divine adoption? God has adopted all of us, hey? The ache within many adults today is the child inside still waiting to be seen, waiting to be heard, waiting to be loved. What if I told you you could be reparented? Not just by books or by therapy, but by God, Abba Father Himself. Ladies and gentlemen, God doesn't just rescue children, He adopts adults also. And He refathers the fragments, the fracture that lies within their souls. You see, your biological story may explain your pain, but it does not determine your destiny. So stop holding on to your biological pain that your father and your mother caused you. Some of you ended up in an orphanage because they refused to accept you. It doesn't determine your destiny. It's just a chapter in your story. You were always known and loved by God long before the womb that carried you, or the world that failed you, or the systems that war against you, or the institutions that do not understand you. My dear friend, reparenting is not pretending that it didn't hurt. No, I know the pain. We all have felt it. Even in perfect families, there is still family hurt. It is returning to the original design beneath the pain. Excavation. Excavate the pain and get back to who God made you to be. It's when you stop performing for approval and you start receiving identity from God above, and you start unearthing the identity within you. Embrace the identity within you that's placed inside of you from above. You are not what your parents couldn't give. Okay? Nah, you're far beyond that. You are who God never stopped loving. You are who God never stopped calling. He never abandoned you. No. So, how do we move from family wound to family reform? Well, the deeper truth, do you want to hear it? Is that the very mountain that fractured you may be the one you are called to reform. What a paradox, isn't it? What a contradiction, isn't it? But most often time, that's the reality, that's the truth. You may be the parent who your lineage was waiting for. You may be the child of promise, the therapist, the teacher, the foster mentor, the community builder. I'm not here to fix everything. You can't. You like we say in Nigeria. I'm not Jesus. You can't die for everybody. But you can reform and you can redeem what's been forgotten on the mountain of family because you know what it feels like to be forgotten. You don't need perfect parents to become a prophetic parent. No, you don't. Just need to become. You don't need to be. You just need to become. If that is what you have been called to serve. You don't need to escape your family story. You are being called to rewrite it. It's a story. And like in my book, I shared the story of how I was named Atawewe back in university. And that has become a springboard for my story today. You may be the first to give language to generational pain and break the cycle. You may be the first to break the cycles of silence, the cycles of abuse, the cycles of pain. It's in you. Can you see it? Will you heed the call of the ache within? You may be the first to turn home from a battlefield into a sanctuary. You may be the first to start praying. You may be the first to start worshiping the one true God. My friends, this is what equilibrium looks like in the mountain of family. Not perfection, but prophetic restoration. We don't do that here. No, we're not seeking perfection. We're seeking excellence. Alignment with prophetic restoration. Not control, but connection with the real source, with the source from where we are sourced, from where we are hewn, from the stone from which we are carved out from. Not to shame, but to wholeness. Will thou be made whole? Like I asked in my book, Finding the Equilibrium. And I've made it, I'm taking it upon myself in this series to not just be your host on mountains of influence, but to also be your coach on your journey to healing. So here are some reflection points. Take a sacred pause. Breathe in and breathe out. In, out. Now ask this question in your journal. What patterns did you inherit that now ache within you? And one of the most common ones is money does not grow on trees, and then you begin to have an unhealthy relationship with money. Number two, how has your definition of family shaped your view of God? Because if you have an absentee father, you may think that God is absent, but the Bible tells me He's the ever-present help in the time of trouble. He will never leave nor forsake you. Third question, what does the reparented version of you sound like? What does it speak like? What does it love like? This is paradigm shifting, a radical departure from your regular way of doing things. Metanoia. Well, as our usual practice, find the downloadable link for these questions in the caption. And as we wrap up this thought-provoking, mind-boggling episode of the mountains of family, know this: you were not made to recycle dysfunction. You're not here to echo the dysfunction. This has never worked out in your family, and so you were here. You were made to carry design, to redesign it, to change the narrative, to change the story. So pick up your cross, pick up your mantle. You were not bound to repeat what broke you. You are being invited to reform what raised you. Guys, it's been another amazing time with you. If this episode resonated, I invite you to order a copy of Finding the Equilibrium for yourself, your family, and friends. The link for you to purchase the book is in the caption. Guys, I hope this has blessed you as much as it did. The words in the book will read you back to yourself. You will find yourself in the midst of all of the chaos that you may have experienced. There is a rod in your hand, and it is calling you. And it may just be tied to family restoration. Don't beat yourself up, my friend. Know this: you are not late. You are right on time, right on divine time. Next episode, we go deeper still into the mountain of education, where identity is often misdiagnosed and curriculum replaces your core design. And we are going to unravel that. So for now, it is still Abimbola Victoria Olide. You are no longer the ache you inherited. Now, you are the answer. The next expectation of the creation awaits the manifestation of the children of God. You are the answer. You are the answer. You are the answer you carry. You carry an answer within your belly. Out of your belly shall flow rivers of living waters. It's time to start living. Until next time, this is the Mountains of Influence podcast. The agitation has only just begun. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Here is to the bold visionaries, kingdom-minded disruptors at the forefront of God's end-time agenda. While some may call them crazy, we see a call to dominion mandate. God has empowered us to take territories, solving the world's greatest problems under the power of His glory. This is the Mountains of Influence podcast. Welcome.